Hello and welcome to this new video. Today I'm going to solve the second case from Harry Seiders of the basics for the Excel sports format. Harry was so kind to create those kind of cases and make them available in order for people to try out and train for these competitions. If you're new to this channel, because this is a basic tutorial, welcome. I'm Lorenzo Foti from Italy, a regular sports player in Excel. And today I'm going to solve the second one for the lookups training. Again, this is provided into the usual competition format, so you have the platform in which you will have to output the codes for different levels. But without further ado, let's go into the case. So this is the usual case structure. If you want some more info, check out my previous video on the first one of this series. And this will be around lookups, so it suggests you to use VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, which to be honest are old functions, so maybe worth to have them into your toolkit, but for the sake of being up to date, I would suggest to go straight to XLOOKUP, which is the latest version of lookup available in Excel and probably the gold standard nowadays. But anyway, in this case you're provided also with two tables, so results by players. You have player, country, month and score, and you have also this sort of aggregated view for countries and months. So the first question asks you to output the results by country tab, asks you to have the column index number and the lookup value, which is Australia. So something like this. There are plenty of ways to do this. For the sake of following the example, let's put the VLOOKUP into the table here, lock. Sorry. Let's VLOOKUP the lookup value into the table. It's a long time I don't use VLOOKUP. Using the column index number provided and false because I want an exact match. So let's check and okay. And so that's it. Japan. That's interesting. So it's returned in Japan. Yeah, because that's the first column. Australia 153. That's very interesting. Okay, one of the answers will be a country name instead of a number, so it's correct. Let's go for level 1. So bonus question 1 is the shift formula as you did for level 1, but change the last argument to true. Okay. You can see you don't find anything because Mexico is not Mexico, so it's sort of not exact match in this case, and that's for level 1. So level 2 is HLOOKUP, which is sort of same thing. So HLOOKUP of this into my country table. Ooh, this is scary. 1680. I never used HLOOKUP before. So December. Column index number 14. Is this row index number? So it's 1680. Yeah, this is okay. So this is an HLOOKUP of this into my table, this and 0. Okay, I'm not very sure about this because I never used HLOOKUP before. So, okay, so now you have the XLOOKUP, which is way better. December score for the given country. If the country name cannot be found, please enter not found. So the syntax is XLOOKUP this into December score. So December is this one. So I want to look here, lock, returning my December score, lock. If I go OK, you can see that a bunch of results go into NA. So XLOOKUP provides you an additional argument, which is if not found, and you just say not found. So it automatically handles what can be done with the if error format. Level 3 here, okay. Using the results by player tab and the XLOOKUP, determine the player who had the highest score. Well, this is a kind of a trick, because I could do like a max of this, it says 999, XLOOKUP of this into the scores, returning the player, and I'm sure I'm going to find it. You can say Olivia, just to be sure that 999 is just one score, otherwise you could have multiple matches. Another fun way to do this is to take advantage of the not exact match of XLOOKUP. So I could do XLOOKUP of a very high number, which I'm pretty sure is not there, into my scores, returning the players. And then I'm going to say, you can see the fourth argument is, sorry, the fifth argument is match mode, and you can say with -1 exact match of next smaller item, and you can see you return directly the name of the player, which is much faster. So Olivia Tremblay. I'm going to post it. Okay, so level 4, hard, indirect and name ranges. Create name ranges on the result by country tab and use them with the XLOOKUP indirect to determine the score for the given country and month. Yes, you could do that. So you will probably have to leverage those. I will just show one. So for example, if you have those are countries and this is Jan, you could say, for example, for India it works, you could say XLOOKUP this into, what do I, indirect, okay, got it, India into countries, so you don't have to go in the other table and reference it. And the return array, I could do January, but I could do also indirect of this, because if I would put directly this, it doesn't work. You can see it throws an error because Excel thinks this is a string. We need to tell Excel, look, this is a proper range, so let's turn this into a range, and defines a range which is called January, and so you're good. But to be honest, the best thing to do that is probably to leverage an index match. So I will call those months, and I will call this data. And what we could do is just an index of data, and in the first let's say row value, we want to X match this into countries, and for the columns we want to X match January into months. You can see we have the same result, which is a much more powerful approach, which I'm afraid it has been spoiled from yeah, X match, index X match was part of training 4, but for the sake of speeding up this, it's, I think, good enough. Level 5 says COUNTIFs. So you have a criteria range. Basically, you want to find a score which is more than 400, and also score which is less than 700, and you have just one result. That's interesting. Seems weird to me. This tells you how many scores fall within that condition, and I think this can be done with indirect as well. Player, okay, so let's call those player, country, score, and month. So what if I do COUNTIFs, criteria range, indirect of this, and criteria is this, and then I do indirect of this, and then criteria is this. Okay, so basically COUNTIFs works with a criteria range, which in this case is score, and then the criteria, which is already properly written here. By leveraging the indirect, I'm able to turn this text into the named range which I previously gave to Excel, and so basically you are good to go in this way. And you can see it's very powerful from a dynamic standpoint. So if this is a player, don't need to hard code anything. It already knows it's a player. Then score. Of course, this works because we always have two criteria. Otherwise, it would be a mess. But very strong example here from Harry. So thumbs up for this example. Very powerful, very dynamic. And so that's it. Level 6, same logic, but as a SUMIFs. So string C, give the score totals. So in this case, I'm gonna apply the SUMIFs of indirect, or maybe score. No need the indirect in this case because I'm giving the range as an Excel object. I want the indirect of score with this criteria, and I want the indirect of this with this criteria. Okay, you can see it matches the example. You can just drag and drop, put your results, and you're good to go. Level 7 asks for max ifs, min ifs, average ifs. Okay, the following questions: round it to the nearest integer. You might want to use a text function and switch or choose function. Text function, max score for player from Turkey. Okay, so it asks max, average, or min for a player from each country. So what I could do is, in this case, we could leverage flash fill, which is very powerful in use case in this way, and we can see max, average, and flash fill again, and this is max. So the switch works like in the previous tutorial. So this is max, then it will be max ifs, same syntax of SUMIFs and COUNTIFs. Asks for the max range, which is the score, and then asks the criteria, which is country, with this. Okay, I will just copy this. If it is min, then I want same thing, but it is called it is called minifs. Otherwise, if it is average, I want same thing, but average ifs. Okay, I have problems. Max ifs, min ifs. Okay, that was the problem. Okay, you can see it matches the example. I'm pretty sure we're going to match also. Ooh, rounded to the nearest integer. So we want a beautiful round of this of 0. And that's it. And we need to paste our code here, level 7. Yeah, that's it. Let's hope I don't have anything. Oh, that's interesting. What happened? Okay. Yeah, actually the scores are good, but for some reason probably the rounding has an issue, because I have the round to the nearest integer 0 decimal, so I don't know what happened, to be honest. But yeah, you can see the results are exactly the same. Oh no, probably I have one. That's interesting. So this is, ooh, you can see with the flash fill I had a problem, because this is South Africa actually, so you need to be very careful. So this is 3 to 9, and now I think I should be matching the example. So retake the quits, everything again from scratch. So level 5, you need to be very careful in those kind of games. So level 3, level 2, bonus 1, and level 1. Okay, yeah, submit please. Okay, and now I have 100%. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this video. We'll continue with this series for for map structure and index X-match training case, even if I had some spoilers today. So thanks very much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.